Hi, Andy. Ted Johnson here. Hey, I've been trying to get a hold of you, and you've been returning calls. Thanks much. But the reason for my call is I wanted to follow up with you on the mobile apps we've been talking about, but also let you know that I've been working with some companies recently, and we've been combining some of the efforts and handling two different companies on one application or multiple applications, depending on the company that I'm dealing with. And I thought, well, gosh, since you have Brookings Charters and Wild Rivers, why don't I put together just kind of a mock-up for you to show you something that maybe could be done. And so that's what this is simply a mock-up of an application. I've taken photos off the two websites. I have 5 different ones that are rotating through here, sort of like a slider like you have on your current sites. And then I logoed the first image that comes up so people understand, hey, I'm looking at the application for 2 different companies, depending on how I get here, if you may. In this application, I have a couple hot links down below on the opening screen. One is a call us that automatically dials the phone number that we've set up within the system. The second is a share us button, and I can click the share us button and I can share this particular application through email, through Twitter, through Facebook, however we set that up, and it's just a good way of sharing your application virally. Now, I wanted to point out a little bit of a difference between a mobile-friendly site and a true mobile application. And currently, you're using a reflective system on your WordPress that gives a really nice appearance to your websites on a mobile phone, but they don't do anything other than just being a website, meaning that you're hoping and praying when people go to your mobile site or go to your website that they're going to have some sort of interaction with you. They're going to call you, they're going to fill out a contact form, they're going to do something. And of course, the majority of those people that visit the site really don't do anything. They don't call. They might say, well, I'll get back to this particular charter company later, and then they never do it. Where an application, if we entice somebody to download an application on their phone because of various reasons and tools that we put on the application, then you have the ability to reach out to them and market to them. So you sort of turn the tables on it. You can market then to the majority of the people that download or take a look at your application versus the minority. So anyway, that's the whole premise behind this. Now we can tie this particular application directly into both of the companies. I've got a book us function that I put in here, and it just simply is a contact form where somebody can put in their name, what they want to fish for, where do they want to fish for it, how many in their party, that sort of thing. I'd still need to brand this out for you, but that's what this form does. It's pretty cool once people fill it out and hit the submit button. And then you'll be sent an email along with a text message so you can get back in touch with those people. I have a gallery in here, and we can set up as many different galleries as what we want. In this case, I have one for Brookings Charter and the other one then for Wild Rivers, and you can thumb through these and kind of scroll through like what you do on a Rolodex. On my simulator here, I just can't get it going, if you may, and get it from one to the other, but you can have as many photos as you want in here. And again, it's just very easy to take your finger and scroll across. I've also set up then Wild Rivers down here. These can be tied in directly into Flickr, the Instagram, to other various picture programs out there where it'll automatically feed in, or you can go in and update the photos as they come into you. It's really pretty cool the way it works. I've got a fishing reports button that you can update that on a weekly, daily, however often you want. Those reports not only accumulate here, but then they'll also show up on the screen as a push message. You remind people about that. We have a meet us function that I build in here. I put 3 different rivers, or if you may, areas. I've got the Chetco, Rogue, and Brookings. I could just as easily say Brookings and Southern Oregon rivers and Upper Rogue or whatever. And then these points of interest then will show you the different places where you meet people. And then we can hit a directions button and get a turn-by-turn directions using the GPS system within the phone to get there. And we would set up as many of these as you would use, and actually even show you how to set up those going forward. I've got a more function that'll take me to another set or another menu. In here, I put what we fish for. This is a listing of the different types of fish that you'll fish for. In this case, we've got salmon, we've got rockfish, and we've got freshwater fish. If I click on salmon, it drives into the menu and it shows me my kings, my cohos. I can just as easily say Chinook. I can click on the king salmon and it'll give me a nice picture of it and a description of the salmon. This is a great tool that people that have put your application on their phone can use to identify different types of fish and that sort of thing. We've got hundreds of the different types of rockfish that are out there, so you just let us know what kind of rockfish people are catching and we put those into the system for you. And I'll back out here. Also in here is Oregon fishing regulations, and we keep those updated for you. Oregon's updating the regulations, of course, this next month. We have a submit a photo that's actually pretty cool. When people are out fishing with you and they get a better picture than you do, you can say, hey, send that to me. And what are the chances of you getting those photos when you've asked for them? You know, sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. Well, if they've got the application right on their phone, that can automatically be sent to you, and you don't have to worry about that. It's really pretty cool. We built into this our videos. Our videos then links to your YouTube page, and they can watch the videos on the different rivers that you fish and that sort of thing. What our clients say is tied in directly into Facebook. I know you're a big Facebook user. This is tied directly into their timelines, and it then shares their experience with everybody that is on their timeline. And then lastly, in this case, we have the fish weight calculator. Fish weight calculator is something that we've recently developed out. You can go in and put in the length of the fish and the girth of the fish, and it'll calculate out pretty closely what the weight of that fish is. If they want to take a photo of it, they can take a photo, and then the information about the weight and length of the fish and size of the fish has been stored. You can email it to a fishing buddy. You can email it to yourself. It even can contain the GPS coordinates of where the picture was taken, which is theoretically where the fish was caught. There's a lot of other functionality that we can add in here, like an About Us, fish recipes. We've got just a large database of other things that we can put back here on the More button. And of course, we build these things out custom for our clients. Since you and I have talked, I don't know, we've probably done 20 or 30 more of these applications for people up and down the West Coast and in Alaska. My best guide that's using this, I think he's gotten 17 different inquiries off of it in the last couple months, and it's really helping him build his business. But he's out, of course, pushing it and that sort of thing. So anyway, I hope this helps. I'm going to send you a code to the simulator. You can go in and play around with it if you'd like. Love to talk to you about it. I can make this thing very, very affordable for you, and I know darn well within a few months, the way you run your operation, it'll more than pay for itself in that particular period of time and off and running. So anyway, Andy, thank you much for your time, and looking forward to talking with you. Bye now.